What's up, YouTube? It's Yesme TV, and welcome to my live. I have nothing to do today, so I figure I'd get on here and talk to viewers like myself. Hopefully somebody come through I could talk with. Happy Thursday. I was coming on, and I got my shower cap on. And this thing was like 10 seconds into live stream, and I was like, what the hell? They ain't even give me no warning. I think the thing was intentionally trying to catch me with my shower cap on. Yes. So the beginning of the live, I think it's me with my shower cap on. Today is a day I don't have nothing to do. I don't have to go nowhere. No errands to run. So I figured I'll talk on live for a while and see what everybody else up to. Now, this thing says I have 0 viewers. But then sometimes it says that it'd be like 2 viewers or something. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. But thank you for coming through. It's like almost 1 o'clock where I'm at. I didn't look at the time, but I knew it was close to that. I figured it was a good time to go live. You know, and I'm trying to figure out what the best time. Best time I thought like maybe um lunchtime would be a good time. So here I am, seeing if I could stir up some conversation. I slept really good last night. I hope everybody had a chance to get some good Z's in. Z's in, we're close to Friday. And can't believe this week is already about over. We're going into the weekend. I had got up early this week, took care of everything I need to take care of. So when it comes to the weekend, I won't have too much on my plate. Let's see if we can do a poll. Let me see. Um, 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 yes. Oh my goodness. I don't want to do that. I'm just pressing buttons, y'all. Okay. Ask a question. There you go. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Well, I could tell you what some of mine may be. They have a art festival. There's an art festival going on starting today. It's starting today and gonna end on Sunday. I was thinking about going downtown and take y'all with me. Go up there and eat some food or something. That depends on what the weather looks like. If it's too hot, forget about it. But if it got a nice breeze going on, like it does today, yeah, I'm gonna be all up in it. I want to apologize for burping on live, but I think if I apologize about it now, I'll probably just do it again. So, yeah. Feel free to answer a little question if you got plans for the weekend. But yeah, my plans is to check out the the festival downtown in Utah. Yeah, I got a little box right there, a comment section that you can put in your plans. That's if you want to share. I mean, it could be a simple no or just yes, I have plans for the weekend. Big plans, small plans. Mine is, I don't know, I feel like I want to go. Really ain't got nothing to wear though. We have to find something light and something light I could wear, something I'm gonna be comfortable in. I was thinking of a dress. I ain't wore a dress in a couple of months. I just been wearing jeans and those knee highs, I guess. Is they call knee highs? You know those capris? That's what they used to call them, capris. When it goes just to the knee, it's not quite shorts and it's not jeans. They stop at the knee. I really like those. Some people said they don't went out of style, but shit, I can get a whole bunch of them. I'll bring it back in style. I'll wear them and wear them until I don't want to wear them no more. One thing I haven't um, got used to is the leggings. I notice a lot of people wear leggings. I don't like leggings. I don't like the material it's made of. And it's just too tight around my body. I like to feel a breeze going up my leg or something. I don't like my skin to be confined to nylon and polyester. So yeah, I'll wear them, but I don't like the tightness of them. I'd rather wear like some jeans, but those leggings, no, I'm not crazy about leggings at all. So I like jeans or those pants that come to the knee. I love skirts, like the one that come all the way to the ankle and kind of spreads out at the bottom. I had this really cute outfit. I love that thing. I don't know what happened to it, but it was like just this big, big skirt like dress, and you could just spin around and it comes out like a big flower or something. I love those kind of dresses, skirts. If I wear a dress, I like it to be, I guess, um, comfortable. I remember when all those bubblegum dresses was coming in, when it looked like a t-shirt but was really a dress and it comes right to the middle thigh. I used to love those. They was inexpensive. They came in all kinds of different colors. All you have to do is add some hoop earrings, some bracelets, get a nice hairdo. We looking at that lady, looking like that lady on Michael Jackson video when I think um, that girl that kissed Michael Jackson and then got fired. At least that's what they claim. But she's a bright skinned girl. She claimed that that kiss ruined her career. I don't see how in the hell. I've been on every talk show talking about, yeah, I locked lips with him, tasted a little tongue. Yeah, I was doing a lot of clowning around yesterday. But I want to tell you this. You got to try to have some kind of fun. Even though you're going through gang stalking and B2K, always, don't get so wrapped up in it until you can't enjoy yourself. Because that is the whole goal. They want you to be miserable, miserable with their presence. And they want to be around to see how miserable you are and what you do with your life with them in it. Like, is she gonna fall off the deep end? Is she gonna go batshit crazy? Can she handle it? Well, I'm handling it, and I'm telling whoever else is going through B2K or gang stock and handle it. But do not let these people steal your joy because that is what they're trying to do. They want you miserable. They want you isolated by yourself. They want you not interacting with nobody else. They're trying to um, separate you from people and enjoying people. Sometimes you can be out and about and they'll have about 40 people. I ain't gonna say 40, let's say about 20 people just surround you. So it's like everybody you meet is gonna be one of them. It's like they're in a radius around you. That's why it is best to go out where the people meet. And, you can tell, at least hopefully you can tell who they are. They're usually just people that's trying to invade your space. Like when you see someone trying to invade your space and they're doing it awkwardly, those usually the ones that's sent to penetrate your life. You know, you got to talk to the people that genuinely look like they're minding their own business, enjoying their day, and not just out hunting someone to troll. Like, for instance, it was this lady I met. her main goal was just to lie. You know, she'll be like, "I want you to come over and get this. Let's just say these extra vegetables I have." So you get ready to go, and then she ain't picking up the phone. See, they do shit like that. Or, oh, I had this for you, but then when you call and ask for it, then it's gone, you know. They just want to constantly, let you down. At least they want to feel like they're letting you down. Like, oh, she was really expecting that, and guess what? She ain't getting it. So that is a big goal, to just let you down. That's what gang stalkers do. They're not going to be there for you. Once they lie to you one time, let their ass go. Don't try to be cool with them. Don't try to be cool with them at all. Once they say that smart, slick ass shit out their mouth, and it just kind of hit differently, that's one of them. Stay away from them. You can tell genuine people because they're genuine, and these people are fake, very fake liars. They get off on their lies. They get off that they're good liars. They get off on that. So once they tell you a lie, just let them go. But like I said, I come on here to meet people, and yes, 9 times out of 10, the first people I'm gonna meet is gonna be gang stalkers. They're gonna come on this live faking like they're, cool person, but they're really not. They're just, trying to tear you down. They're negative. They're always negative, nasty attitudes, and it shows even through their live chat that their per, personastiness, their personacity, their personacity is nasty. So yes, I think I just made up a new word, personacity. But once you get, because once you get that little, instinct in you that that person is mean you no good, just let them go. Even though you be like, oh, let's just find out a little more. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Like, for instance, she was a gang stalker. I went to this um, vegetable market with her, and I had told her, I said, look, I don't have a way to gather all this stuff, take all this stuff to the house, to the trap. Let's call it the trap. I don't have a way to take all this stuff to the trap, and the stuff that I have was vegetables. So she just steady, oh, look at this, here, get you some of those, get you some of this, do you like this, do you like that, just loaded me up. I came with like one bag, and I left with like 4 bags. And then, once she got everything she wanted, she called called a lift. Didn't mention, hey, let's share a lift. Didn't mention, come and get in the lift. I got us a ride. Nothing like that. It's just she got a lift, and she's out there waiting for the lift. So I think she wanted me to ask her, be, um, you know, uh, needed her help. It's like, can I ride with you? I got X amount of dollars, or this, that, and the other. She wanted me to do all that. She didn't want me to just get in the lift and ride. She wanted to get something out of me, probably, some extra cash, pay for half, which I would have paid for it. But something told me, nah, She ain't even offered, so I'm not gonna ask. I'm not asking her shit. I want to take my stuff and get it to the trap as fast and easy for me as possible. And you know what? Uh, it so once I put that in my head that I was going to take my things with me without her help, everything just fell in place. The bus came on time, the train came on time. On time, this jacket that I had on came in handy. I just put all the things in that jacket, folded up like a bag, and I was there. I was to the trap. Now, the reason why I call this place the trap is because I get B2K here. And it's like they sit up in here all day long saying the same dumb things. Sometimes they add stuff to it, insults or whatever. And yeah, when I first came in here, I heard all this B2K just all in the apartment. And it was like, what the freak is this? But I knew if I had a TV, it would have blurred all them out. But this place did the old bait and switch. They claimed that I broke the TV. I'm like, how the hell did I break a TV in 15 minutes? They had mounted it on the wall. They pulled the old bait and switch and everything. And so then I was stuck with hearing this V2K trash without a television. That's one thing that would help with V2K. Just have a TV and let it run. But yeah, they shitted me out my TV because they said if I get a studio apartment, it comes with a 64-inch screen, a 64-inch broken TV. That's what it came to. I think they just bought a whole bunch of them and crossed their fingers that it worked. But yeah, once they got me in here, um, they was trying to run up my rent, charge me all kinds of late fees for things that wasn't my fault. And yeah, they had me stressed the fuck out for the first 3 months up in here. And not only was I dealing with that old bait and switch, I was also dealing with the V2K and and the whole gang stalking activity that was going around. If anybody come through, be sure to hit that like and subscribe. I'm just a small channel. You know, trying. I'm not trying to make it big. I'm just trying to get maybe 5K, and I'm happy with that. I don't need a whole bunch of them. I seen this rapper. He was on a live stream. Once he got to a certain number of people on the live, he was like, "Oh no," and he turned that shit off. That should tell you something right there. It ain't a good idea to have a whole bunch of people on your live because you got hackers out here. And why you got all these people on your live, you got these hackers hacking away. Yeah, today Thursday, tomorrow Friday. I think I might go up there and check it out. I think I will. I ain't got no reason not to. And see, the thing is, they got it gated off. They got it gated off, so it's $15 to get in. $15 to get in there. And then you gotta buy your food. I don't think like you get in and get to taste all the food that they got in there for $15. I think you have to pay for the place, but it's $15 to get into the arts festival, and then they're gonna have people taking pictures and stuff like that of the different artwork. Yesterday on the live, I had someone come through, and the live got a little interesting as far as the questions and stuff. It was getting a little provocative. But, I realized I keep forgetting that people see this YouTubing as a kid platform. But I thought kids had their own YouTube, and this is the adult version of it. So I'm going to try to cuss less, you know, because I'm not sure of what they could, you know, flag me for. I could say they keep everybody saying grape. I say the real word. So I don't know if they'll flag me for it or not. So it's just I gotta be careful on how I speak on this platform. So once I get my language in check, then I know how I want to talk to y'all because I can't be like cursing. And then some people don't mind cursing, but some people do. It hurts their ears. Their ears are virgin ears, and they cannot stand all that profanity. But I'm gonna just be careful what I say as far as profanity go, because sometimes you can use profanity where it wasn't even necessary, and I want to be careful of that. And yeah, I'm just sitting here. I'm watching this stream, so if anybody have anything they want to comment, they can be my guest and comment in the comment section because I am watching the stream. Yeah, when I was in here the other time, the the person came in here and talking about, girl, you crazy as fuck. Fudge. See, they almost slipped in cussed again, but anyway, you crazy as fudge. I mean, but then they don't recognize the questions that they're asking, but they think they can ask you a crazy question and get a sane response. Like you talk crazy to me, I'm gonna talk crazy right back to you. Shoot, that's how that works. You ask me something stupid, I'm gonna respond unstupidly. Yes. So, don't think that I don't know how to engage in a conversation. It's just when you ask stupid questions, you're going to get a stupid answer. So please hit that like and subscribe if you got anything you want to talk to me about or tell me about your plans this weekend. If you have any, yes. If you have some, no. I'm thinking about going to an art festival tomorrow. It starts today. It's gonna last the whole weekend. So I have a lot to show you if I decide to go up that way. The weather is really nice in Utah. I mean, it's sun out, but it's a nice breeze going on. And that art festival is a trip. I don't know if y'all got a chance to see some of my videos with the artwork. I mean, some of it's way out there. I was set aback when I seen a sausage in a toilet bowl. That was artwork, and I had to get that on tape. I couldn't believe she actually went there. It was two biscuits and a sausage in a toilet bowl. And then it was roped off, and it was considered artwork. So so they're having like this art festival, and I'm thinking about going there so I can show y'all all the artwork, which will be pretty interesting. Because if they can go there with a sausage and biscuit, I can just imagine what else they got in store. I don't know if y'all like art, but I enjoy it. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. But if you like artwork, let me know. I get a few. Like some people really enjoy different art. Like the man, little boy sitting under the umbrella, wise a businessman, um, is under his, well, a poor boy with no umbrella was sitting under a businessman's umbrella, and he didn't even know he was keeping a young man dry. I got 1,000 views on that, several likes. So it is some people out here that enjoy art. So if you're interested in art, stick around because they got an art festival going on all this week in Utah. And I think that's what I'm gonna be doing for the weekend. Going to an art festival. Festival is $15 to get in. I was listening to this other um, YouTube channel, and this lady, man, all she was doing is talking shit and cussing. I was like, golly, I do not want to sound like that. She sounded unhinged, like she had lost her damn mind. I was like, I want to be able to express myself, and I want to use profanity, but I don't want to just lace my whole conversation with, the F bomb. Thank you for coming through. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. I think I'm going to be on here for about an hour, see what everybody up to. I know it's not Friday yet, it's Thursday. People trying to get through the work week. But if you got time to come through here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe for me. I'm just a small YouTube channel, just trying to find something that I can entertain y'all with. I'm not a professional entertainer. I'm just someone who just really wants to connect with other people in the United States. And if you're somewhere else, I want to connect with you too. I'm looking for that circle, that special group that will come here, enjoy my conversation, and not offended, and I can enjoy their conversation. Their commentary. I mean, that's all I'm looking for. Just a group of people that really genuinely enjoy what I'm talking about and not so easily offended. I do not need thin skinned crybabies on my life. I need real adult people who just want to hang out on live. And as time grows, we would have a good rapport on this stream. I know I can't have, like, everybody's not gonna like me. I get it, but if you don't like me, then move on. You don't have to You don't have to be here. I'm looking for people that enjoy this kind of conversation that has battles with profanity, and sometimes you want to change it up. People with um, I have things in common with. I cuss a lot, but guess what? I also don't want to cuss a lot. Because sometimes cussing, you don't, when you think you're getting your point across, you just sound like you're a damn lunatic cussing for nothing. Like that MF wasn't even necessary. You could have said what you're gonna say without using all that profanity. So I'm working on that, but I will be dropping some F bombs, but I ain't gonna drop them so much until I sound like a raving idiot. Cause there's other words you can use other than MF. You can just say idiot, moron, stupid. You know what I'm saying? But this world, what I realize is getting so negative. We need a little positivity out there. And I would hate to be the bearer of bad news and bringing a bunch of people down. I don't want to bring people down. I want to make them aware, and I want them to know that you're not the only one going through gang stalking. You're not the only one going through V2K. Even if it's not V2K, it's your head. This is a spot where you can get it out, and without lacing it with profanity. We can talk. We can have a conversation. Because when a person is talking about this type of subject, people have the tendency to label you crazy. It's in your head. Look, I'm telling you what I'm hearing, and you telling me it's in my head. Now, of course, I know that there is conditions where you hear voices, but the voices I hear are just too organized. I'm like, now, I talked to my doctor, and yes, I do have a doctor that I see simply because not only do I want to take care of my physical, I want to take care of my mental. And that's why I talk to a doctor. And but as far as hearing voices and stuff, I mean, I would love for somebody to come on here and tell me what are the voices saying to you. That's one thing people don't want to tell you. Like, what are they saying? I mean, you ain't gotta spread like some personal shit. Just is they sit calling you like stupid? Do they call do they call you stupid? Do they call you ugly? Do they say they hate your outfit? Do they chime in on every thought you have? The motherfuckers I'm dealing with, excuse my language, the reason why I call them that, the MS, is because when I get to talking about them, then I start feeling, some type of way. But the ones I'm dealing with, they'll chime in on my conversation with myself. I'm just sitting here, thinking. You know how you could just be thinking to yourself what you gonna do that day, what you got planned that week, what you gonna do in the next second. Well, these MFs I'm dealing with, they try to chime in on my every thought. I know that was a mouthful. Yeah, they try to chime in on my every thought. That's why I'm talking to y'all now. I know it's not that many people in this chat, but I know it's somebody out there know what I'm talking about. And no, they're not making me go to the bathroom on myself. No, they're not shooting me with a gun. I don't even know what a direct energy weapon is supposed to do. Like, does it give you headaches? Well, if that's the case, I've been having headaches for about a week. They just let's line up. I've been having headaches, but I don't. I'm not gonna say that's from a direct energy weapon because I don't. I don't believe that to be true. I think it's just dealing with this V2K and constantly arguing. Having an argument with it. It's like you're living with somebody you hate. Like, hate is a strong word, but see, this is what they're trying to build it to. They want you to dislike them. They don't want you to like them. They want you to be upset. They want you to be in argument mode, defense mode, because the more you're into that type of feelings, the more it'll take a toll on your physical health. So that's how they hurt me physically, just making me sick. Have you ever heard the term "you made me sick"? Well, that's what they're trying to do, make me sick. But no, I don't know anything about making me crap on myself, making me overeat or anything like that. No, I don't think they can do that, but they can make me emotionally sick with their presence. Yeah, if you got any plans for the weekends, those was mine. Going to a festival. I know B2K or whatever, gang stalking, you don't want to tell everybody what your plans are, but you know what? Plans can change. And if they're gang stalking you, they gonna be outside waiting for you to go somewhere anyway. Anyway, and if they ain't outside waiting for you to go somewhere, they're listening on V2K or where you planning to go. But see, another thing, the VK told me, first they say, ain't nobody gang stalking you, ain't gang stalking you, ain't nobody out there for you. But see, I know that's a damn lie. Because remember I told y'all the story of it was like about four black people with blankets on them sitting in front of a stove. And then when I walked by, it was four white people with a blanket on them sitting in front of the same stove. So they are playing stupid ass games out here. Don't think they're not. Don't think they're not. They're playing games like that. They're doing a mind screw, and they think they're cute. They think they're funny. They think they're the smartest person in the room. But like I said, as long as people start talking about this stuff, if people start talking about this stuff and start calling these people out for what's really happening, it's for the best. Don't be scared to speak your voice. Apparently, if they ain't, these people want your demise. So if they ain't did nothing by now, just do what you need to do. You gotta fight back. You can't just sit back and let it happen. I got my blue cup today, but today I got water in it. It's hydration day. Since Friday coming up, I'm gonna drink plenty of water today. So when Friday come, I'll be nice and hydrated. If I decide to drink uh, a hard lemonade, then it'll go down smooth. But like I said, um, you gotta find a way to combat this. You cannot just sit back and be helpless. Too many channels that I run into, they tell you, oh, ain't nothing you can do about it. Oh, just observe. But the thing is, you need to put some things in action. If you can videotape their conduct, then just whip that phone out. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Go and whip that phone out and videotape it. I wish I could have videotaped that group because when I seen that group, I knew right then and there, oh, somebody out here playing games. It ain't my damn head. But that's the thing they want you to think. It's your head. You're crazy. The only thing crazy about me is getting on this damn YouTube. I when I first got on YouTube, I was thinking, oh, it's just a place I can post. They gave the world a little playground. That you can mess with your fellow man with your ideas and your wit and your charm. You could just go all through the internet and just display it. But come to find, it's some wicked ass motherfuckers on here that will get off the internet and get in your business. These are the ones that needs to be locked down in some kind of institution because they done got off the internet. Their greed has gotten them so until they want to find out who you are. They don't like what you said. They think they run the world. They gonna run you and run everybody else. That's why I say you cannot bow down to these people. You cannot fall for the rope a dope. Don't fall for it. Share your information so everybody will know what's up. Because their biggest strength is people not knowing they exist. Kind of like, um, you know, something, I don't want to be wrong, but it feel like it's something out of the Bible. But yes, just if it ain't the Bible, it's some kind of saying. Excuse me on that, but it was saying like you fool the you fool people by thinking they don't exist, like the devil don't exist. You don't believe he exists. Well, if you don't believe it, I'm telling you it is. These people are absolutely out bad shit out of their mind. They want to be in your business. They want to find out about your children. They want to find out about your money. And they're doing it through the internet. Like I sat here and I was talking to this one person, and let me tell you something about my knees. I'm gonna get that straight. I could whoop your ass for a good 30 minutes. Okay, so don't let the bad knees fool you. This person wanted to say to me, like, my knees are so fucked up, bitch. My knees will do what they need to do. So don't let that fool you, buddy. Because I didn't appreciate him telling me bad fucking knees. You don't know my knees, okay? So, because, somebody could come around, try to jump you, try to rob you, sit and listen to you. All they do is sit and listen to everything you say. Like, oh, she got bad knees. Oh, she moving real soon. Oh, she could think about going to the festival. They're taking all this information and they're keeping it and they're building almost like a profile of you. You know, they'll ask you what your color is, what your birthday is, trying to figure out how old you is. That's why a lot of these people, they be like, don't tell them nothing. Don't tell them none of your personal business. But yeah, it kind of, I was like, he said, my bad knees, this motherfucker might be thinking of trying me or something. Let me tell you something. This country is stand your grounds, and it need to be everywhere. Where I'm from, I'm from stand your ground state. I'm not sure what they do in Utah, but I wouldn't give a damn. I'm gonna protect myself regardless. I don't give a damn what the law is. I'm gonna protect my body from any kind of injury. And I'll figure out the rest later. But yeah, you gotta be real careful. When he said that, I thought to myself, I gotta be careful what I say on here, you know. And I think a lot of times that it be females with male profiles, saying their name is Tom, Dick, or Harry, and then and they'll try to manipulate other women into showing their body, showing their cleavage, lying to them, talking about I got money, and I'll buy you this, I want to know you that. It's just a scheme, and I think a lot of the time it be women doing it. And, trying to see how hard up you is to be liked on the internet. Will you show a little skin? And it could be the woman asking me that. Well, bitch, no. I'm not showing you a damn thing. As far as Indian, sometimes people want you to stand up. They want to see how tall you is. That's just a way to know your business. They want to know if they ever see you, they know what body type to look for. Oh, she's heavy set. Oh, she's skinny. Oh, she look tall. They trying to determine your height. They'll even ask you how tall are you, how much you weigh, are you single, do you live alone. This is all the information they're getting against you. They want to use it against you. These are the cyber criminals. They're not happy with just sitting in front of the camera talking. They want to, size you up. And that's just a little tidbit of what I had to figure out. I was like, when he said that about my niece, he must think that I'm some kind of easy win or something. I'm like, let me tell you something. Everywhere I go is stand your ground state. So don't get fooled, because I'm gonna protect me at all times. Yes. Well, Utah ain't stand your ground state. It is now. It is now. Now that I'm here, it is. I appreciate everyone coming through. Thank you for that like. And if you want to join in on the conversation, be my guest. Plans for the weekends? Yes, no, maybe so. If you're just not here, then that's okay. Just thank you for coming through anyway. And my conversation is based on what is in the comments. What are we talking about? If we're talking about whatever you want to talk about, that's fine with me. I tell you, I love this little round button face thing. When I'm tired, I can just lay here and chat it up, because today is going to be one of them days where I'm just going to hydrate um, and rest. I've been going and going and going for the first, I've been going good for the first few days of this week. I've been up and at it, up and at it, and I still got some more stuff to do. That's why today is the day I can relax. I did a couple of lives here and there, but you can't really do a live if you ain't got nobody participate. I mean, you can, but you're gonna have to have the gift of gab. And yes, I know my other live was a little funky. It was a little funky, but I like to get funky sometimes. I had my hard lemonade, and no, that don't make me do nothing, because the lemonade was 5%. All it did is gave me a nice little appetite. Appetite. I went on into the refrigerator and had me some food and called it a day. I think what I'm gonna do is probably do an hour live. Hopefully y'all understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because, some people out here, they don't give a damn what you say. They ain't gonna never understand what you say. You ain't gonna never be right. You know. I think these highfalutin um, um, channels have these trolls out here to just go to channel, trying to discourage anybody from being on YouTube. They feel like it's theirs, like they running YouTube, like they say who gets to be on YouTube. You know, they always talking about the cheering. Well, from what I heard, the children got a YouTube for keep your kids on YouTube, kid YouTube. They shouldn't even be on this because from what I see, the adults have taken over. It ain't nothing you can do about that because I guess the adults got something to say. Nobody want to hear PewDiePie no more. That PewDiePie need to be on kids, YouTube Kid, or whatever it's called. I've been enjoying a lot of different videos. I know y'all probably don't believe this, but I enjoy rock and roll. Yes, I do. I do. I like pop rock, jazz, blues, opera. I like Jamaican reggae. I like all types of music, like instrumental. I like rap, but I don't like the hardcore rap. I don't like shoot 'em up, bang bang rap. I like the fun rap. So you can write that down. Likes all kinds of music. I haven't got into I don't even know what they call it, but it sounds like a damn circus or a fair. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but yeah, it sounds like circus music to me, like you going to the damn circus. I have not got into that. I like country music. And I can't believe that some people say they don't like country music. You must be crazy. Country music has some of the saddest, lovingest tunes that you're gonna ever find. Country music is the shit. I mean, it will have you crying in your beer. How can you not? How can you not like country music? That's crazy to me. I mean, that's like saying you don't like music. Country music is wonderful. It's wonderful. And some of that old country music like what's that guy name? Hank Williams. Man, I could sit there and listen to him all day. Just listen to him sing, have it all through my house. When it was a time I was playing him just like that. You gotta sit down and listen to the words, the feelings that it sounds like he's really feeling his music. You gotta listen to it. You can't just be like, he sound funny. Oh no, baby. You gotta understand when the man's saying. So yeah, I like Hank Williams and a few more other people. I like Dolly Parton. Kenny Rogers had his hand in country too, and a lot more. What is that man name? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Um, Merle, Merle something. But anyway, Hank Williams. What is Johnny Cash? Yeah, there you go. Yes, I like all them. You crazy as hell if you don't like country music. You in denial. You in denial. Okay, thank you for coming through. This is Yesme TV. I am Stranger Babe. I appreciate the like and please subscribe and join the chat. I am looking for my own little chatters. I'm not looking for fans. I'm looking for people who want to chat on YouTube. Just come over and chat and have some discussions. I'm not here to beat nobody else down, but I like a little gossip, but I don't want my whole channel to be gossip. I'm not into I'm not no crime fighter. I'm not no Captain Save a Hoe. All we doing is having a little discussion and then go home and then go and have our dinner. That's it. And, like I said, I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but I ain't the dullest. If you want to say something, and if it goes over my head, then hopefully you got the vocabulary to explain what you're talking about, because I do listen, and if I don't know, I'll be sure to ask you. I want people here that don't mind explaining what they're talking about and without getting their ass on their shoulder and think they so fucking smarter than everybody but can't explain where they're coming from. This is Yes Me TV. I am Stranger Babe by Stranger.